Hello everyone, this is going to be my free-to-play beginner's guide. I'm going to be showing new players how to get into mid-game as quick as possible, progress through giants, dragons, necro, and TOA as quick as possible. It's not going to be a guide to get into RTA and all that because it's very RNG to get into there. You need the right units, you need the right runes, and the only way to get there faster is throw money at the game, which I'm doing a free-to-play account. So this is going to just be the beginning of the game. Get you to mid-game as quick as possible. So to start off, this is the tutorial. All you're going to do for this is just go through it. It's very simple. It tells you to use a bunch of abilities. You attack whatever one, it really doesn't matter. And then when you get to the boss, because I'm going to skip through this part, I'm going to try to skip through as much of the grindy parts throughout the entire guide. It's just going to be showing you the basics. So I'm skipping through this, and I'll be seeing you at the end of this tutorial. Alright, now that we're done the tutorial, you picked your name for your account. It's going to bring you here. It's going to talk to you, go through a story that is in the game until you complete all the scenarios. So you just collect these mana stones, that's what those are called. It's going to give you a couple units at the beginning. So you just summon these. And then once you are done summoning these two units, it's going to tell you go into the Garen Force, which is something called the scenario. You just go click this battle icon, Garen's Force. It has arrows throughout the entire tutorial, so just follow it through. It's very simple. So the first thing you're going to want to do is this 1 times down here, just hit it twice. So to go to 3 times, it'll speed up the game, so you're not waiting around as much, unless you want that. So you just kill these 2 boars. And then it's going to bring you back to that other screen. It's going to tell you to summon 1 more unit. And then it's going to show you basically what the entire game is in a sec. For mid to late, you're going to be grinding these runes for your units that make them stronger. That's a lot of the game later on. So it's going to tell you to equip it. You're going to power up this rune. It can power up to 15 times, but I'm going to make a rune guide later in in these episodes. So then you just power it up. And then the next thing is going to go to shop. It's going to have you make this building where you can power up your units with other units, like weaker ones. You can also do skill ups here, so if you use the same unit, which I'll show in a sec, so say if you have this another Fellhound, this unit is going to give it a skill up, which I'll go more in depth later on. So just follow this through. Click this, go to Garen's Force. Yada yada yada. Go to battle, Garen's Force. So when you get here, it's going to tell you to put the 3rd unit in. And once you hit level 3, which will be after 2 or 3 of these, this is going to unlock. So you can hit that and just have it auto if you don't want to manually do it, which I'm going to do after this. So I'm going to skip through this part until the boss is done, and then I'll be right back. Alright, so now that we're at the boss, you just have it auto, or you manually do it. You just kill the boss. And then right after the boss, it's going to take you back into the other screen. So once we get there, I'll go further in. Just click a bunch of stuff, get your rune. I talk a bunch for the story. Yada yada yada. Gives you an Elven Archer unit. Some more talking. And then once they're done, it opens up Mount Sis, the next scenario. Just close all this, hit no for now. The next thing I do when I'm done that is I go into events and check out any event that's happening and guess your free stuff. These might be different events when you watch this video. So all you have to do is go into an event, hit collect on anything, or read them through. So these two are here from now. Gives you a bunch of free mana. Doesn't matter which transmog you pick. If you get this event still here, you're gonna get them all eventually. So now that you have that, you're gonna go over here, get your free scrolls. And some players are gonna talk about re-rolling, which is what this is. So every time you start a new account, you get a bunch of free units. You can just keep re-rolling accounts until you get something good. I'm not gonna do that on this account just because it's a beginner's free-to-play account. So whatever I get, I'm just gonna use it. So what you're gonna want to do is not collect this energy. You're gonna collect everything else. You can leave these transmogs and stuff in here for now, but do not collect this energy because when you level up, you get full energy. So whenever you are leveling up through the game, if you're level 15 and you have 90% EXP and you're out of energy in arena wings, which I'll go over that in a sec too, you're just gonna come in here, collect your energy, use it, level up, and get more energy. So just collect these for now. You're gonna get some free crystals, collect these scrolls, so everything but the energy. Alright, and then once you have collected all that, here you go, this building right here, summon all this. Let's see what I get. Hopefully I get some good stuff. Griffin, it's not the worst. Water Enigma. Hopefully I get a fire one. I like using that. This guy kind of sucks. So far, this is really bad units. String Master, that's a very good unit. He's actually one of the best units I could get for fusion. He's good for all game. Keep going. So far, I've gotten very good units. It's not like what people usually go for because they go for 5 stars, but that Vampire is, like I said, one of the best units I can get on this account because I'm going to be using him through a lot of the game. And I'll go over his fusion later on. If you don't get lucky, you can get him like that. So after you are done that, just click a bunch of this. This is your Summer's Way. You're going to follow this through, which I'll go over that in a sec though. But after that, I'm just going to collect some of these events. This event's going on, you get free stuff. Once you get, if you're still doing this event when the video is out, for this bottom part, you're going to need to have this unit, and you're going to have to actually use him to do this last event. So just summon the rest of these scrolls. More lightning. That's one of the new units that has just come out, so I can use him for the event. It's not too bad. Alright, and Enigma, nice. I'm going to end up 6-starring him second, probably, on this account. I really like this unit. Helps a lot throughout the entire game, but I'll go more in depth on units later on. For now, just summon your units if you like them. Keep them, or reroll, whatever you like. So after that, I usually click community and I just join a guild. What I like to do is go search, free join, just guild level 30, and just join any guild that has active. The top ones are all that really matter because they're gonna be doing the guild stuff, which I'll go into the guild stuff later. But just join a guild for now. Collect this. And then the next thing, you're gonna add some mentors. You just go community, friend, mentor, just click the plus. So the units I like to do when you're going for mentors, because you can choose what units. I like this guy. He does a lot of AoE and he's a very good rep. So if there's no more, you just click this and it's gonna refresh. Sometimes you might have to wait a second. So then you just get 5 of those. His full. So I'll go over that more on myself, on my own. just showing you for now. Just get 5 of these units. I find the best one to get. So once you're done that, next thing that you do is you're gonna open up your arenas, because you're gonna want to do this every time you level up. You're gonna have these things called arena wings. Even though if you don't like PvP, you still want to do this because it's gonna help you through PvE and everything else through the entirety of the game. So these things up here are your arena wings. You want them always to be at least below 10 and always refreshing. So you're gonna go into here, arena rival. You're gonna put your units in. I'm just gonna throw some stuff in for now because it's not very hard to do. Let's throw him in. You can auto it or you can manual it, whatever. So once you're done this, you want to do your rivals anytime you have rivals. They're pretty simple except for the last few, but they unlock the higher level you are. So the first ones are going to be pretty simple. And it's going to lock your arenas. When you do this defense, I usually just take these 2 out and let this in, because as you're going higher in arenas and you win more, you're going to hit higher defenses, which you're not going to have the units full rate away, so you want people to hit you back, and you're going to have lower rating so that you can keep getting these points that I'm going to show you. So once that's done, you go back into arena, go to battle. You're going to want to hit all your very low levels, so level 5, these are low level. You can easily beat them once you power up, which I'll show you how to do that in a sec. I didn't do that yet. So stuff like this, you probably won't be able to beat with the units you have. Same with this. These are, oh wait, that's pretty easy unit actually. I thought it would be higher for level 50. So everything on here is pretty easy. But if you can't beat any of these, all you're gonna want to do is you're gonna start at the top. You're gonna go to here. You're gonna lose to him. It's gonna lower your rating. You're gonna hit refresh. You can refresh every 2 minutes. So once you refresh, hopefully there's stuff that you can beat. If you can't and it's still not refreshed, just keep going down the list and losing each one. So then you just hit refresh, and yeah, that's it. So you're gonna want to do that every time you level up, because you have arena wings. And what you're doing these for is you go into shop. This Devilmon, you're gonna want one every single week. You're gonna want this like throughout the entire of the game, because if you hit a Nat 5, which is a 5-star unit, to skill up units you have to have the same unit or a Devilmon. So your Nat 5s, you're going to use Devilmons most likely on, because you're not going to come across another Nat 5 of the same. So to skill those up, you're going to want these. For buildings, I'm going to go more into this later on. Buildings that you're going to want though is this one right here, the Sanctum of Energy for your Summoner's Way. You're going to want them like max, but only get 1 for now if you're going to buy one. But the towers that you're going to want is this one, the Fallen Ancient, and the Ancient Sword. Those are the first 3 you're going to get, at least level 1 of each before you start upgrading this tower to 10. So I'd get one of those and then upgrade the Sanctum of Energy to 10 after that. So now that you're done your arenas, the next thing you're going to do is click this book and you're going to follow your Summoner's Way. So to power up a 3-star monster, all you're going to do is it gives you these. They're called Angel Mons. What I normally do is I keep the water one, because you're going to get a water unit and you want to use the same type of element on the unit that you're doing. So if you have a fire unit, you want to use a fire Angel Mon. So for example, I'm going to use that Vertiheal, use this fire one, and just power up. And then you're going to also pick a wind unit that you like. I'm going to go with her for now. Just power up her, keep the water one, because I'm going to show you in a sec why. So then the next thing is going to be get 4 fatal runes, which you're going to go into battle. You're just going to go down here, you get runes as you're doing the scenario. Stop when you get to this one. If you haven't got your 4 runes, just keep doing it. But stop before you get here. Do not do the boss yet, because the next one, so you're gonna come back out. I'm just gonna briefly go through this and then skip through to the next part that I think you're gonna be stuck at. So you just get your 4 runes, you come back, you click this, and then it's gonna say go to the boss. Now you go back in here, you just do the boss. You're gonna get this unit in your inbox. This is the unit that you're gonna power up and use throughout majority of your beginnings of the game. It's gonna be your first unit to farm on. It's gonna be your first 6-star. I'm gonna go more into that later, but you really want this unit. It's very good early on. So now once you have that unit, it's gonna, and this is done, it's gonna tell you equip a set of fatal runes. So those runes that you just got, you're just gonna equip it on any unit, doesn't matter who. And then when you get here, I suggest going and doing all of this scenario. I don't have it unlocked yet, but you're gonna do all that. It's gonna give you 3-star blade runes, and I would 6-star those ones. And all you do for that, when you get those runes, you're gonna, it's telling me some stuff. But once you get those blade runes that are 3-star from the Kabir runes, you're gonna just click them, 4 of them, power them up, just go auto 6, and I'll do that one for you. And the rest pretty simple. Just do your 3 arenas. You're gonna have to kill the boss again because you're gonna do that for the runes. And then I'm gonna skip to this part right here, the giants, and I'll be right there once I get there. Alright, so after done all that, you should look like this. You should be at this Summoner's Way right here, where it tells you to clear any floor of the giants. What you're gonna do is just go into here, and I also got something pretty crazy when I was doing mine. From 1 scroll, I actually got this unit, the Wind Oracle. It's 5 nat 5. It's a really good PvP unit. It's not so much for PvE, so I'm not gonna be using it for that because it's a beginner's guide. I'm not going to be using nat 5s too much. I will use it in PvP after I build it later on. But for now, I'm just going to keep doing the free-to-play units. But these are the, when you're re-rolling earlier on, this is what I was talking about with the nat 5s. So I'm just going to show you the giants real quick. So you just put 5 units in. And the other thing I forgot to do, or to tell you when I was doing this, is you're gonna go to the chat at the top, and this can help you a lot. Just go to like any random channel. 1050 is usually what I go to because it's so easy. It's a secret dungeon channel and everyone's talking. Just go along here, add every single person talking. You're gonna want like 30 friends later on that are gonna help out a lot. If they accept you, great. If they don't worry about it. Just keep adding people, or even type in chat and say, can anyone add you that you need a rep. So now after you have your friends, I'll show you when you get to that point. So all you do is you just do the giants, like it says in the Summoner's Way. But after that, it's going to open up this challenge down here. So this Giants Keep Master. You're going to go in here. You want this unit. It's one of the beginner Giants team units that I'm going to be using. So all you do for that is you go back into where Giants was. You go strategy info, monster info. As soon as you go to that screen, it should complete. Let's go here, grab your Shannon. It's going to be in your inbox. There you go. All you have to do is keep leveling that unit up. If it gets to level 20, to power it up to 3-star, I'll go over that now. So all you would do is use 2 2-stars like this, and it would upgrade. You could also use these things called Rainbow Mons, you'll see them. So these things, you might get some 2-star of them. These right here, they act as monsters. So you can just use those or any 2-star to upgrade it to 3 once it's level 20. So the next part is going to be Halls of Magic. Same thing. Just go in there, complete it. Something like so. And once this is done, you're going to do the exact same thing as you did with the Giants. You're going to go into your challenges. You're going to go into Halls of Magic. it's gonna open up one. You go back into the Keranos dungeon. You click the strategy info, the monster info, and it's gonna complete that next challenge. So then once you've done this, it's gonna go to your next Summoner's Way quest, which I'll explain because it's one that I have to explain in a later guide anyway. Oh, sorry, it's not, you just go through Mount White Reagan, do the boss for this one, but this one right here, for Halls of Elements, they're going to be open up certain days. So Friday, Saturday are the best days that you want to start an account because these are going to be open all Friday, Saturday. But after that, they're going to be only open one day per element. So light will be open Sunday, dark will be Friday, Monday, sorry, and then Tuesday will be fire, Wednesday will be water, and Thursday will be wind. So if you need to do fire and you really need to awaken a unit, which I'll go over awakening later, you're gonna have to wait till Tuesday or the weekend. So for that one, if you start your account on Friday or Saturday, for that quest, when you get to it, all you're gonna do is do each one to level 3. You're gonna get the units and the quest done. Start with these 3 at the bottom because you need to do these 3 first to unlock those 2. So once you have this challenge done, one sec. So once you have this done, it's gonna lock these 3. So you just clear fire, water, wind, beat 3. Then you do light, dark, and you're gonna get these units from them. Don't worry about any of these yet. I'll explain those later. So hopefully by the time you've done each one on B3, you'll have that quest done, this one. And then just keep adding friends from the chat. You want high levels for this one. And then just keep going along. Stop here. Do not upgrade any runes to plus 12 because you're going to save mana by doing it this way that I'm going to show you. Just stop here and I will show you when I get to it. So I'm just going to go through all these scenarios, go through that Summer's Way up into that one that says upgrade runes to 12, and you're going to stop here, add as many friends as you can to get there. I'm going to skip over to when I'm done this, and I will be right back. Alright, so now that you've done all the scenarios up until Feynman, I'm going to go over where I am at so you can have an idea of where you should be. So you have all these scenarios done up till here, and this whole time you were adding friends like I told you before, when you go up here to the chat and you just add everyone that is talking. So also you're going to have gone into arena, and every time you were leveling you should have been doing these, so you should have a good amount of glory points. I have probably a little bit more because I took a break in between doing the scenarios, so I had more arena energy. So once you have 180, you're going to want to buy this, and luckily I have a nat 5 so I could show you exactly what you do with them. So you just buy this, and then so if you have a nat 5, which is a 5-star unit, when you summon it, not if you turn the Lapis into a 5-star, but if it just comes out with 5-star, they're very hard to get and very rare. So you just take it, use the Devilmon on it. It's going to give it a skill up, and you're not going to probably get another Oracle. And if you do get another Oracle, you're going to want to keep unless it's another win. So you're going to use the Devilmons on those. For lower levels, you just farm them. So for example, like Penguinite, you just use these 2 together. You wouldn't Devilmon those. Some Nat 4s are alright to Devilmon, but I wouldn't recommend it if you can. So anyway, the next thing that you do is I would build these 2 shops to start. The magic shop, just put it down. And then once it's down, you want to fully unlock it because in the long run it's going to help you, and I'll tell you why. So these can give you mythical scrolls, it can give you units for skill ups, it can give you really good runes. So you really want to unlock all of it. I know it's a lot, but and also when you're leveling up fodder later on, you can just buy these 2 stars, which helps a lot too. I usually buy them throughout the entire game, so I'm not gonna do it right now because I don't have a lot of storage though. So the other building you're gonna want is this one right here. because every day for the first 2 weeks when you have this blessing on, this right here, you're gonna get 2 wishes, which is just gonna give you free stuff. So after the 2 weeks, it's gonna go into 1 wish. Just get the 1 wish every day. It's good to have. And the other buildings while you're leveling up, if you're going past the video, that I can tell you are really good. This is Crystal Mine. You're gonna eventually need this Fuse Center for the Dark challenge. The Ancient Stones, the Fusion Hexagram, Deep Force Ent, Crystal Titan's up to you if you're playing for a very long time and you think you're gonna out crystal these because it costs a lot of crystals at the beginning, but you get 3 crystals a day, so it takes a while to get back up to those 300 crystals, but it is very good in the long run. All 4 of these buildings are very good. You need this for crafting runes after you start doing giants. These just are to get your units off your island, keep it clean. You can also, if you're running out of space, you can expand the island. You can also destroy these trees. But for destroying these trees and rocks, I usually wait until I'm around, like, if I get stuck at 90% XP out of a level, I'll destroy them because they do give XP instead of going in to your inbox and using the energy. So after all that is done, you're gonna go back into here. Oh, sorry, wait. You go into the Summer's Way. This is where you should be on the Summoner's Way. Uh, if you've done it, it's fine. If you've upgraded your other runes to 12, you can do that, but I recommend not doing that just because you get free plus 15 runes, and then you just catch up on this stuff very easy later on. So for Feynman, you might have a team that can do. Oh, and this is the team I use throughout all my scenarios. So if you get like if you're stuck on something behind, you can even just look at how bad my team is at first. I mean, it's not horrible because this is really good, but uh, this unit is pretty much garbage until it's awakened. He's really strong later on, but that was my team throughout doing all the scenarios. But that's not going to be able to go through all these last ones. So what you're going to do is all the friends you added, you're just going to have 3 units. You just plop down one of your reps. Just use all these at the bottom. You should have more than this. I didn't do it as hard as I should have been. So you just use all their units, get all the way through to this Mount Runar. You do the boss here, and then that's all I'm gonna say for now on this video. After so the next video I'm gonna go into doing the rest, but that's gonna be it for this video. Hope you liked it or found it helpful at all. If you did, hit the subscribe button down below. Have a great day.